Hi, I'm Chris Perry. I lead product for Google Colab. I'm excited to send you this message. I apologize that this is a pre-recorded message. Would much prefer to be connecting in person or even over a live video feed. So I hope we'll be able to do that in the future. But I'm here to talk to you about Google Colab. Colab is democratizing machine learning and making it easier than ever before. We really consider Colab to be the Google Docs of programming, data science, machine learning, what have you. It provides a easy interface to share, collaborate, and connect and do data science using Google's powerful backends. You can do all of this directly in your browser with no setup required. Colab allows you to connect text, code, and outputs into a single document using the standard IPYNB notebook format. But really, Colab is more of a general purpose platform that hosts a wide range of creative applications. If you go hop onto Google or Twitter and search for Colab Notebook or colab.research.google.com, though be sure to spell Colab with only one L, you'll find lots of examples of people doing data science, visualizing things, trying out new techniques in machine learning, and sharing those with the world. It's just an incredible way to immediately get the document that the author, the programmer, created for you, and you can go try out and see the exact same things that they saw. The power, I just can't understate how powerful this is for folks learning machine learning. Colab is based on the popular JupyterLab open source standard, so it's straightforward to export your notebooks into a different JupyterLab environment, or conversely, import notebooks that have been created by someone else anywhere else and directly import them into Colab. We support a nice GitHub integration where directly inside Colab, you can load notebooks that you find from within GitHub. Colab makes it really easy for anyone to try out machine learning and data science. As I mentioned, there's lots of example notebooks to start from, but also if you find new libraries, new Python libraries that you want to explore, it's as easy as typing in !pip install and trying out any new dependency. There are a lot of libraries that are already pre-installed for you in Colab, like TensorFlow and PyTorch. Saves you a little bit of time. But one great thing about Colab that I really appreciate, especially as someone who's still learning a lot of things about machine learning, is that you can install a lot of different dependencies and try out new things. And at the end of the session, everything is going to be wiped clean for you. I've made a lot of mistakes in my own life of installing random packages and libraries to my machine, my local machine, that end up breaking my machine in some weird way. And with Colab, it gives you an ephemeral, temporary environment to play around with and understand what happens. And at the end of the day, everything gets wiped clean. But I should say, be sure to save any outputs or any results from your data analysis, because it is very much an ephemeral environment. Colab is the easiest way for people to get access to powerful machine learning accelerators like GPUs and TPUs, which are specialized hardware that can speed up training by orders of magnitude. Myself personally, I was playing around with some text generation algorithms for fun. And I found that trying to run those on a CPU was going to take me about a week's worth of time. And if I upgraded to a GPU, I could get that done in a matter of hours. It's incredible what these accelerators can do for people in a machine learning context. We're very happy to be able to provide those to users. Colab exposes these accelerators, in general GCE VMs with no friction. You can get access to these with just the click of a button. And people really rave about Colab's simplicity to be able to accomplish these tasks. It can save you hours of unproductive work. I'm very proud that NVIDIA themselves, who create the GPUs that we surface to users, also use Colab as an environment to showcase what GPUs can do and showcase their capabilities. Now, when you're using Colab, almost always you'll want to have some access to data in order to either train or analyze. And accessing data with Colab is super easy. The simplest way is by connecting your Google Drive. You can click a little button inside the Colab UI and it will mount your drive, and you have access to a virtual file store that's connected to your Colab VM. But you can also use Colab to connect to almost any data source remotely, like, for example, BigQuery. But we're working on ways to make those connections even smoother and easier for you going forward. Now, all of this stuff, as most of you know, I believe, Colab is free to use with anyone with a Google account. I am sad to say that I can't offer unlimited usage due to the cost of running the service. We do our best, though. We have a paid offering, Colab Pro and Colab Pro Plus, which allows users to get increased access to resources. This is slowly rolling out across the world for a set of wonderful folks like you in Africa. Only those in Morocco right now have access to Colab Pro and Colab Pro Plus, but I'm working on further expansion and adding a bunch of new countries as soon as I can do it. Now, when I was preparing for this, I asked the team what their favorite Colab features are and what they might say to a bunch of interested folks. And the number one response that I received was our kitty mode. If you go into Colab, you can dig into settings and you can enable kitty mode. And you will be joined by an adorable series of kitties walking along your Colab notebook. And another feature, which maybe is a little more serious, but less fun, definitely, because nothing could be as fun as kitty mode, is our interactive tables. Now, in the past, when you render a data set inside Jupyter Lab or in Colab, it oftentimes has a lot of limits in how you can view and render that data. And you may be tempted to just export that into a spreadsheet to make it easier for you to find or sort data. But with Colab's interactive table feature, you can render an interactive table directly in line in the output, which allows you to sort and filter very easily to explore data in a way that's hard to do generally in a programming environment. There's a great YouTube video about this feature that we've put on our welcome notebook that was created by one of the engineers on the team, so you may have already seen that. That's about all I have to say for today. Hopefully didn't talk too long, but I'm most excited to hear from you. If you have any feedback, you can find me. We have a GitHub issue tracker. Colab does, hosted directly on GitHub, so it's as public as can be. And I'm on there every Thursday, except the Thursdays I take off. But every Thursday I go through and check all of our community feedback. And if you submit an issue there or a feature request, I guarantee I'll read it. I will almost certainly respond to it and triage and prioritize that in the right way. We'd just love to hear from you and what your experiences are. And on behalf of the Colab team, just want to say thanks for using or even trying Colab. You're doing great work, and excited to see what else you're able to do with Colab and how you're able to push forward the state of data science and machine learning. Thanks.